Hi, here's Michael Leander. Thank you for watching. I just want to give a quick introduction to this direct marketing and direct mail case study you're about to watch. I'll advise you to watch the whole video because Hristo Radichev gives some really good advice that I'm pretty sure that you'd be able to use in any of your direct marketing activities. If you want to comment, please do so. Share it if you like. And if you want to reach Hristo Radichev or myself, you can find the contact details somewhere close to this video. So good luck and see you soon again. Hi, here's Michael Leander, and welcome to this recording. This recording is about direct marketing. It's about one part of direct marketing that many so-called experts have doomed dead quite some time ago. This is going to be a very interesting and inspirational talk about how you can make direct mail work for you to achieve your marketing objectives. A very good friend and business associate of mine, his name is Hristo Radichev. Hristo is a long-time practitioner of direct marketing. He had his direct marketing school with Reader's Digest, and as you may know, Reader's Digest is one of the, or was one of the very best and most efficient direct marketers in the world. His camera is going to come on now. Hristo is from the company called MediaPost Hitmail, subsidiary of MediaPost Hitmail in Romania, which in turn is part of the French Post group. And Hristo is going to take us through a very interesting case study that shows how you can leverage direct mail in a very interesting and for the recipient very enticing, compelling, and new way. And obviously this direct mail campaign that Hristo did for his own company in Bulgaria had a very good response rate, as well as it managed to get people to talk about it and post pictures about the campaign in the so-called social media space. So let's see, Hristo, you need to get on camera here. Hello,
Hello,
Hristo.
Michael.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you fine. Everything is good. We've got your presentation. Hristo, you're in Sofia today, are you?
Yes, I'm in Sofia now.
And for those
Hello,
who don't,
everybody.
hello. And for those who don't know, Sofia, of course, is the beautiful capital city of Bulgaria. I'm at home in Rungsted. Repeat after me, Rungsted. That is 30 minutes north of Copenhagen in the Kingdom of Denmark. So, Hristo, why don't we do this? If you could just go ahead and tell us about your case study, and if you don't mind, I might interrupt with a few questions now and again.
Of course, Michael. Shall I proceed?
Please do.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Hristo Radichev, and I am the country manager of MediaPost Hitmail in Bulgaria. Let me just give you a background of the campaign that we just had in November last year. It was about our annual seminar that we are preparing for our customers and prospects each year at the end of the year. We started this practice in 2010 when we just entered the market in full force, if I can say it like this. We had 25 seminar attendees because the name of MediaPost Hitmail was not that known on the market. We were making our first serious steps on the market, and on the next year we doubled the number of attendees on our seminar, which was a good example of that our name was better known on the market. So we decided to run the same seminar for 2012. It was in November, and our goal, because of course of various budget and whole limitations, was to gather approximately 70 up to 75 attendees in order to have the full capacity of the hall and everybody feels comfortable, of course. Every year we are inviting our colleagues from Romania to share their experience. We are also presenting our own case studies of successful campaigns that we were running throughout the year. And for last year, for 2012, we have decided to prepare the topic how to combine successfully direct and digital marketing. At the same time, we were supporting a local publisher to prepare the classical Drayton Bird's book, Common Sense Direct and Digital Marketing in Bulgarian, because we really felt that there is a need of such a book, and very classical one, I might say, on the Bulgarian market. So we wanted to impress all people we were about to invite to the seminar. That's why we decided to use the fact that we were running the project of publishing Drayton Bird in Bulgarian, and we decided to do something quite interesting. But first, what we needed was to prove that we are really capable to provide the channels integration in terms of direct marketing that we were preaching about to our clients and prospects. Of course, our second goal was to create a buzz for the book of Drayton Bird, and to do it 3 weeks before the very official launch on the market, which was in December 1st. Of course, as every similar case, we had very tight deadlines because we only had 3 weeks to prepare everything from scratch. I mean, to deal with the whole, to prepare the materials, to send them to the people from our database, and of course to bring registrants for our seminar. What we decided to do was to use the book and to personalize it to all the people, for all the people that we were about to invite, because we were sure that this will create the real wow effect. You can see here the full set of books that we have prepared. Each book had a personalization element on the cover, specifying the name of the recipient just below the name of Drayton Bird, which was, of course, the author. I can tell you in advance that our target was a small database of almost 300 marketing professionals, which were either our customers or we have identified them as being good prospects for our services. Some of them knew us very well, some of them didn't know about us too much, and some of them, of course, didn't know that we even existed on the market. And we have selected the database, and we had identified 2 segments. The first one was the so-called premium segment, 71 people, which were the most important for us. They were our clients or our very hot prospects. They would receive a personalized copy of the book. Of course, it was also related to the direct mail package costs. And the rest, the second segment with prospects, but not that hot as we would like them to be, would receive a small booklet containing 33 quotes from the book itself. So the content of the DM package was either book or booklet with a personalized cover. I will show you how it looked like in a minute. We also have included a scannable QR code and a personalized URL on the second cover, so people would be able either to scan the code with their mobile smartphones or to type the personalized URL on a browser. We also have added the classical personalized letter as in any direct mail package. And the content of the letter was again redirecting people to the same to a website of the seminar where we had video invitation. And thanks to the personalized URL, we were able to personalize also the video. I mean, we had the name of the recipient displayed on the website. And all this was packed in a really very simple but nice looking at the end package with a personalized label, and we sent this to our customers and prospects via courier. Here you can see how the book really looked like. You can see also an example of the personalization, which said a special edition for the name of the recipient. And at the very bottom of the book, we have added a piece of text saying, hello, we have specified the name, of course. We have another surprise, a part of this book, and you can check it if you go to the back cover of the book. On the back cover, on the other side, we had the scannable QR code and, of course, the personalized URL going to the seminar website where people were able to watch the video. These were the booklets. We have printed many booklets. All of them were personalized. All of them were numbered. And they were placed in a small box that was sent together with the letter. And the text on the box is saying, a dose of common sense. We wanted to make a direct link with the name of the book itself. This is how the letter.
Hristo, could I just before you continue with the letter, could I just ask a question pertaining to the previous slide?
Of course.
And that is, you mentioned that the booklets were numbered. Do you think that has any effect? Do you think it's going to give you a lot better response because it's numbered, or what do you think?
No. By numbering the booklets, we wanted to create the sense of exclusivity, because we were saying only certain number of booklets has been printed in Bulgaria, and one of them is yours. This was our, how to say, short message to recipients.
Okay.
I didn't expect that this would increase response. Of course, I cannot measure this, so I am not totally sure. But I think that this was adding a sense of exclusivity.
Okay. Thanks for that. I have one more question pertaining to this part. So you've been using QR codes,
Yes.
which is something, I guess it's been a bit of a fad, a bit of a trend. Everybody was using QR codes everywhere for a while. So I have to ask you, what type of interaction rate did you get with the QR codes?
I can say that the interaction rate was very high, because we were monitoring all the scans of the QR codes, and from all recipients, I think they were around 300. We had approximately 70 or 75, I cannot recall the very last number.
Wow.
But there were approximately 70-75 people who were scanning the code.
Wow.
Yes,
75 people out of 270?
291.
291. That's a very good number. Thanks for sharing that.
Yes.
I'll pop out again here.
Okay. So let me continue with the rest of the content of the direct mail package. As you see, this was the letter. I can say here that we did this campaign in cooperation with a very good partner of us called Bulget. This is a local printing house, and they're extremely good professionals. So as you can see in this letter, we have used the traditional, how to say, layout of a sales letter. We had the headline, we had the personalization. Inside the letter, we have used the first name of the recipient, the position, the company, and of course the personalized URLs for these people. We had the PS at the end of the letter, and we had highlighted or bolded or underlined the most important parts of the letter. I can say by myself that I am a very, very big fan of the direct mail, and of course a very, very big fan of the good copywriting, although I cannot say that I'm that good into this, but we wanted to specify to people to give them more information and to convince them through this letter to register for our seminar.
Okay, Hristo, I'm going to have to butt in here because there's clearly something wrong. So let me give you a few comments here.
Okay.
Are you out of your freaking mind? Don't you see that this letter is like 2 pages long? Nobody's going to read that, Hristo. What the heck is going on?
Not at all. Our tests, and I think many other tests worldwide, show that long copy is usually read, had a better readership than short copy. In a long copy, you can say everything that you want to share with these people, and you can specify all the important elements that would bring them to do what you want them to do. So I really can say that a long copy in such campaigns works definitely better than a very short invitation. This is, by the way, also valid for emails. We have run several tests for some of our clients, and almost invariably tests are showing that longer copy emails have better statistics and better results, and they are more effective than very, very short ones.
And let me just comment. Let's talk just a little bit on, about this letter, but first let me comment on what you're saying, or let me verify what you're saying. It is true that in general, long copy works, but I think it's important to understand that long copy and the effectiveness of long copy differs a little bit depending on where the customer or potential customer is in the buying cycle. So in general, what we know, the closer they are to making a purchase decision, the more likely they are to read more about whatever it is that they are going to buy. So
I completely agree with you, Michael.
So that's one thing. The other thing I think we should mention about this letter, because it looks to me like I obviously cannot yet read or understand Bulgarian, but there are 2 things I just want to mention or ask you about here. And let's start with the bottom of the letter, because you also pointed that out. There's a PS. Why is that important?
Yes. This is important because very often when people receive a letter, they are wondering who has sent this letter, and they are usually going back to the signature of the person who has sent this letter. And if you add to your PS the same message that you are spreading throughout the letter, but in a condensed form, usually this increases the readership, because it is quite likely that people will go on the back, they will read the PS, they will have a basic notion of what the letter is about, and it is more likely that they will go to the starting point of the letter, to the headline, of course, and the opening, and they will read the rest of it.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing that. I have another question, but before I ask that question, let me just add that now I was just thinking here whether the number is 65 or 45%, and honestly I can't remember, but there is some research done over the years that would suggest that It's either 45% or 65% of all recipients of a direct mail letter, they actually read the PS before they read
Yes.
the top of the letter, whether that be a headline or an introduction or whatever. So regardless, I think the listener here, I think, wouldn't you agree, Hristo? It tells them that, you know, don't think for a moment that a PS is not important.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and what would you write? Let me just ask as a bonus question regarding the PS. What is it important to include as part of that PS?
It is important to include all the benefits that you would give to you would provide to these people. In this case, I have listed all the benefits for people that people would receive if they are registering and attending our seminar. This, of course, is a very valuable knowledge, very clever ideas on that they can use immediately on their everyday work. Of course, we were emphasizing on the fact that the seminar was free, so no need to pay for it. But of course, he has a value of a very highly paid event, because we were sure that we will provide a very valuable content. And of course, we have put again the personalized URL in order to motivate people to go there. We were saying that the page that they will go to is really designed for them. And it was proven when they went to the seminar page with their personalization, with their name personalized there.
Excellent. So the last question I had pertaining to the letter is, I noticed at the top of the first page, just under the logos there, there seems to be a couple of lines in bold.
Yes.
Well,
this
why
is the
and
headline.
what? Yeah.
This is the headline. The headline has the function of proving to people that they have to read further. I mean, the headline would contain in a very condensed form 1 or 2 lines, or probably 3, not more, that this is the answer of the question, what is in it for me, that people would ask themselves.
Right.
I mean, this is the SMS, let's say, let's put it this way, the short message for the people that would answer their question. If you want, I can translate the headline we have chosen, and to justify and try to justify why did we use it. The headline says, new ideas to combine communication channels by people who already did this successfully. We wanted to use the fact that many people are really interested in integrated campaigns. I mean, people, especially people in the marketing field, are very keen to experiment with the campaigns that jump, to campaigns that jump from one channel to another. That's why we had decided to emphasize on this, that you can combine digital and direct marketing in a successful way. Of course, we have added new, because these are really new and fresh ideas. And we have specified that the speakers on this event are people who have enough experience and who are ready to share their experience with other people. And I think that was a good idea.
Yeah, excellent. So the hook, as we call it at the top, is very important. And yes. So I suppose you mentioned before that you're not very good at copywriting. I heard something else. I heard that you're a very good copywriter, from not from your colleagues, but from other people, professionals in the market in Bulgaria. So you were thinking a lot, weren't you, about
Yes.
exactly what to
Yes.
put in the hook or the headline.
Yes, and I always put the headline after I have written the copy
Yeah.
of the letter.
Good trick. I think I have to remind
Yes.
myself of that because very often I start with that, and that I'm not a copywriter for sure, but still, you know, in marketing today, we have to take on many, many roles, especially if we are in a smaller entity or in a very busy marketing department. So, well, thanks
Yes.
for that. Let's continue to the next. I'll butt out here, and let's continue with your presentation.
Of course. On the next slide, you can see how the seminar website looked like. We have chosen to put it in red and white in order to be consistent with the design of the book, Common Sense Direct and Digital Marketing. Of course, the headline here says Direct and Digital Marketing. It is in Bulgarian. And you can see where the personalization was put, just above the video. The trick was that the video was shot only once. This is me speaking about the event, saying how valuable it would be for anybody who is interested in channel integration and especially direct and digital marketing. And we just added the name of the person on the top of the video, so people had the notion that this video is shot especially for them. My preliminary idea, which was quite tricky, was to personalize the video inside. I mean to say, hello Michael, hello Hristo, and to shoot many short videos. But due to time limitations, I didn't manage to do it, so I decided to stick to the simpler solution. If we go further, these are the results. We had an objective to reach 75 people. In fact, 80 people registered for this seminar 4 days before the start date, which was above 27% registration or response rate. We had to stop the registration form because we couldn't support more than 80 people in the hall we were. We didn't need to run the pre-planned follow-up campaign because we didn't have to bring more people. Although I will just compare it to the previous event on 2011, where we had gathered more registrants during the follow-up campaign compared to the main mail. I mean, with the follow-up campaign, more people came and registered for our seminar compared to the very first initial campaign, which was quite surprising for me, but you never know what people will do. Of course, we received many calls, and we have received many emails with people praising us for doing this campaign because it was really remarkable for them. We were also mentioned in a special post in one of the most or even the most popular marketing blog in Bulgaria, novovizia.com, because we also sent the invitation to the person who was writing on this blog, the owner of the blog. Many people made pictures of the book and they have shared them in Facebook, either tagging me or some of my colleagues or Media Post Hitmail. And there were many comments below these posts from other people who are also quite happy with this approach. And of course, we have sent invitations to 2 of the most popular business magazines who also sent their representative to the seminar. Here you can see I have selected some of the print screens that I have seen on Facebook. Some people told me that there were even more from other people that I don't know in Facebook. And on the right side of your screen, you can see the post in Novavisia, where the person who is writing the post has taken shots of the package, and inside the book and the back cover of the book with the QR codes, but you cannot see it here. The good thing was that in terms of social media, we had a very, very broad exposure of our campaign, our approach, and the company of Media Post-Hitmail. These are some pictures from the event. My colleagues from Romania came and they shared very, very valuable insights about database, about incentive programs. We had presented our own case studies about emailing or about direct mail and emailing in comparison. So if I can make a short summary and specify what the moral of all our effort was, I would say that first, database in such cases is really crucial. And it is also quite convenient to have a database when you are running an event, because you can select exactly the people who you want to come to your event. And even further, you can make the campaign in such a way that you don't need mass advertising for this event. I mean, the campaign will go only to people who you want to read your message, and you don't need a broader exposure for this. Of course, this was very important. We really proved that we are able to integrate channels, because we had first traditional direct mail with a letter, we had video, we had scannable QR code and personalized URL. We were also planning to add SMS to this, but unfortunately we didn't have enough time to do it. But this is left for next year's event. Of course, personalization is crucial, because people really want to feel that they are special and somebody have noticed this. Of course, another important thing is to deliver what you promise. We have promised to people that they will receive very high quality content comparable to the content of a paid event, although ours was free. And it was proven by the extremely high satisfaction in the feedback forms and our very good expectations for upcoming new business in 2013. So that was it.
Excellent. So let's just round up here a little bit now. If I can just make some comments. First of all, I think this is an amazing campaign. And if you're still with us here, here are some of the things you need to think about. It all starts with understanding what you want to accomplish. It never starts with media channels and presumptions of you should be doing the same as everybody else. It's always about what do you want to accomplish. And the second thing is not to be afraid of failing. Now, as you have guessed, buying these books, personalizing the covers of many of the books, preparing, designing, printing the booklets that were sent to more than 290 people, the postage, the whole fulfillment, and all of the resources involved in actually running or getting this campaign off the ground seems costly on the offset, right? Especially if you compare.
It was quite costly, yes.
Yeah, but also if you compare to why don't we just, because I know you have a good list, so why don't we just shoot off an email like we normally do? But the reality is it's about what you want to accomplish, and then it's about how much is it going to cost you to accomplish what you want. It's not about the initial investment. Think a little bit of yourself as a stockbroker, perhaps. The last thing I want to point out, the two last things actually, is the database. Now, Hristo, you'll agree with me that if you had not done your homework, making sure that your database was absolutely up to quality. This campaign could have failed miserably, right?
Definitely. We had updated the database 2 days before we started the campaign. I mean, 2 days before we started personalizing the letters, the books, and so on, because especially in a business-to-business environment, people are switching between positions and company very quickly. So you have to be 100% sure that these people are still working in the company that you find them, let's say, 6 months ago or 1 year ago. That's why database update is really, really crucial in this situation.
And when you do the update, it's the little things really matter. So whether you're doing it internally or you're outsourcing this type of task to a company, it's actually important that you ask, how do you spell Hristo? How do you spell Radichev? And so on and so forth. And in some countries, you even need to know people's salutation, because in some countries, as you know, if you're in one of those countries, you don't address people with, you know, Hristo. You would say Dr. Hristo, or no, you wouldn't. You would say Dr. Radichev, and so on and so forth. The last thing, so remember that the database, you know, it really, really, really is a fact that if you don't have a quality database, it doesn't really matter much what you do, because you are not going to get the results you could have gotten if you had a good quality database and an updated database. So that was very good to hear that you've done your work in that area as well. So the last thing I want to mention, of course, is the personalization. And Hristo mentioned when we talked about the letter how he had personalized the letter even to the extent of including the position of the person, the company of the person. Perhaps, I don't know if you included a reference to their industry, but
it was position and company, no industry, because our services are covering a very broad range of industries.
Right. Okay. But what I want to say, and you saw the personalization on the website, which is very good, the pearls and everything else. I think you did a fantastic job. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But here's the thing. Don't overdo personalization, and be careful how you personalize. You know, it's got to make sense. It's got to be a natural part of the conversation, if you will.
Yes, so it should be as you are talking to this person face to face. It shouldn't be over personalized.
Yeah, because then people would know that this is just an automated process, and I'm just one of 10,000 people who got this one. A little bit like the Reader's Digest, but it worked for them, didn't it?
So. Yes, it works for them, but also their personalization was very, very carefully prepared.
It's true. They used the little tricks. I still remember many years ago where I stayed for a short period of time. I came back to Denmark, stayed for a short period of time in my parents' house, and they were living in North Africa at the time. So obviously I saw their mail, and my mother got one of these mailers, you know, with all kinds of stuff inside. And the opening of the letter said, "You are only one of 2 people on," and then the street name, who is getting this offer today. You know, even at an age of 18, I was laughing like crazy. But I'm sure my mother, and you know, she's a good person, but she would probably believe them. You know, because
many people are in fact really impressed by this, because this is, of course, there is a reason to do this, but and I think I have already mentioned this reason. People like very much to feel that they are special, and you have to make them feel they really are.
And they are.
And with, yes, and they are. And with this personalization, with specifying that you know who you are talking about know who you are talking to.
Yeah.
This really matters. This really matters.
Yeah.
People love to feel that they are recognized by somebody.
That's right. In some of my seminars, I talk a little bit about this. I call it playing the exclusivity card. And yes. I think every time I've seen that applied, it's actually worked incredibly well. So thank you so much for sharing this. I thought this was amazingly interesting, and what a really great result you got. And I'm sure that this is going to be a good showcase for your company, even when you engage new potential clients, to show that you've took your own medicine or taken your own medicine, haven't you?
Yes.
Something that our industry actually very rarely does. So do you have a last slide with some contact details?
Yes, of course. Here it is. Anyone who wants to know more about this campaign or just wants to discuss the results is welcome to send me an email or to call my mobile phone, and that's it.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So let me just
Thank you, Michael.
say to you, if you're listening here, and if you liked what you saw, you're very welcome to share this and comment. And both Hristo and I are going to try to monitor any comments or questions that we may get as a result of this video. And stay tuned for more. And if you're in Bulgaria, keep an eye out for Media Post Hitmail. They may have a seminar coming up, anytime soon. You never know. Yes. So go have a look at their website and get on their newsletter list to learn more from Hristo Radichev and his colleagues. So thank you, Hristo, again.
Thank you, Michael.
So, and thank you to you for listening, and have a responsive day today and all the other days.